Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So on this video, I'm gonna teach you how to use COUNTIFs function in Excel. Solve Excel count problems. Tutorial. Now with this one, I have a sample datasheet right here to work with. We're gonna focus first on this sample right here. Let me just zoom it in just a little bit for you guys to perfectly see it. Perfect. So you'll notice some tables here. I have, I think, 3 here. I have 1 there, and another 3 right here. So each inside the cell or table there is a formula. So you can post a video right now to check on these different formulas right here. But I'm going to teach you how I come up with them and basically how they work. Let's start with the first 3 right here. Let's start for the beginner level. So for the beginner level, that will be count products based on the below, which is shirt white under Feb, and then shirt white under Feb under USA. So before we get into it, let's check first how many is going to be shirt white. So for shirt white, that will be around 9. So if we check on it, that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Same goes with the one with the USA, and under February, that will be under 3. Perfect. Now to get started with this one, let's start with this formula. So it's going to be COUNTIFs. If I remove this one right now and type in COUNTIF, there would be 2 options, COUNTIFs or COUNTIF or COUNTIFs. The one with the S right there is the most good one, or rather personal favorite for me. Because sometimes if you only use COUNTIF, you cannot really add some more detail. You can never really add some more formula. Rather, if you use COUNTIF, you have so much ranges to go with. Like this one right here. As you can see, we have a lot of thing going on. Now let me just type it in one more time right there. That will be COUNTIFs. So for this one, close the parenthesis right there first, or we already have a parenthesis. So let's first choose the ranges. So it's asking us for a shirt white, so everything under shirt white should be selected right here. And then let's close the criteria. Let me just add some comma there and choose, of course, shirt white right there. Now you can also do this. For example, you can either type that one and type in shirt white, but you need to add apostrophe, or as I prefer it, I just use the code right here, which is the cell code. I prefer that one better rather than just using a name right there. And basically that's it. You have successfully created the COUNTIF formula. Now what if I add some more here? I add one more shirt white here. Will it reflect? Yes, it will. As you can see right there are now 10 right here to original versus 9. That is how it works. So you don't have to count it manually. Now let's add more complication to this one. We're gonna look for shirt white under February, and that would be this formula. So take note, you can copy this formula and paste it right here. As you can see right there, it's the same thing. Just adjust it a little bit and add this formula right now, which is the second range criteria. Now where will we get the second range criteria? So let me rewrite this entire formula right there. That would be COUNTIFs. Add that one. So we're gonna focus first on shirt white, which is basically this one right here. Comma, choose the focus, comma again, and right now we're gonna go for a month because that is where we can find February, comma one more time, and looking for February. Close the formula, click on enter, and there we have it. Easy as that. So of course, you know the drill here. We're gonna add USA to the condition. So you can also copy this formula, paste it right here, and just adjust the columns. Because right here, I think that would be F4. For this one, it should be F5. Just adjust it just a little bit. So let's try this manually. Let me just delete everything and start from scratch. That will count Fs for you guys. Same drill. Select this one. Use a comma separator or Excel separator. Choose that one right there. Choose the month, comma, the February, comma again, and under USA, which is we can find the country, comma one more time, and click on that one. So close the formula. Now before I click on enter right here, make sure that the ranges are the ones you selected, because you can have a value error here or an error code if you have not selected the right ranges here. So click on enter right here, and we have number 3. Basically, it's just like that. So let's try this next example using the COUNTIFs OR. Basically, this is going to be the formula right there, but of course, let me delete this one because I want to discuss something very important. So for some reason, we think we're using the right formula, such as the one before. We're just selecting this one right there, using the comma, and selecting shirt white, using the comma one more time, and now selecting same drill right here, and then comma again for shirt blue. That will not work, guys, because if I click on enter, I will have a 0 product. The problem with that one is the shirt white and shirt blue are in the same ranges. So that's our challenge for today. So how can we solve this? We're going to introduce another function. It's going to be called sum. So for sum, basically it's just a name itself. It's going to be an addition. For example, if I add this one cell 519 to 592, double, click on enter, I'm going to have this result. And basically we're going to utilize this function in COUNTIF. Now let's start using this one. So that would be first COUNTIFs. Close that one right there. Same drill, select the one with the shirt or shirt white right there. Let me just do it one more time because I overstepped with that one. I will COUNTIFs. Close this one, clicking the one with the products. And now, rather than just choosing shirt white or shirt blue, let's select the two right here. Close the formula, but don't click enter just yet. Go right there where you're going to utilize the one from earlier, the sum function. And now you'll notice the formula right here has a red parenthesis. That means it's missing another formula of a parenthesis. So if I click on enter right now, it will give me the one with the result. Basically, for the sum function, we have added shirt white and shirt blue count, and that is a total of 15. Of course, guys, if we're adding, might as well use the count now equal to. Basically, it is the vice versa of sum, and that will be COUNTIF less than or greater than this function. So let's try this right now. Let me just remove all of this formula so I can teach you how to do this. So that will be COUNTIF, guys. Make sure you're using the one with the F, or rather S. Now with this one, same drill. Let's select the product list here with the shirt, blue, white, and yellow. Now for this one, we're looking for a not equal. As you can see right here, this is count not equal to. And to do that, we're going to utilize this formula. That will be not equal to or less than greater than in other terms. But if you're utilizing this one, make sure you have a quotation mark. And now, if you have something that you don't want to be hard stuck on your formula, type it right here. For example, that will be shirt yellow. And then if I'm satisfied, I can simply click on enter. So everything that's not, or technically that is not shirt yellow, will be counted here. But there is also another option here. For example, if I click on this one, type in COUNTIFs, or, I'm sorry about that. Let me just remove it one more time here. We're going to utilize this one, this and sign, if you call it right here. And basically, it's the same drill, guys. Rather than typing the shirt yellow here, let me just close everything. Perfect. And then with that one, I'm going to use this append sign. Give me a second here. Just going to look for it on my keyboard. Perfect. And then simply select on this cell. That will be shirt yellow. Click on enter. We're going to have the same result. You have two options rather than using the code formula or typing the name itself, like this one. For example, you want it to be shirt blue for just some reason right there. Click on enter, we have it right here. Imagine just talking to Excel and not equal to shirt blue. What is the count? That will be 13 counts right there. We can also adjust this one. For example, you want the count for, let's just say, white, and that will be 10. Awesome, right? Now for this one, we're going to talk about COUNTIFs greater than. Now, by the name itself, we're looking numbers or shirts or product rather greater than 550. Now, let me just pull up the formula right here. So you can pause a video right now or copy this one as you see fit. Now let's utilize this one manually. That will be COUNTIF function. So that will be COUNTIF. Make sure you're using the one with the S right here. And for the ranges, we're going to utilize this one right here under sales revenue, because we're looking for an amount, not the shirt color. So with this one, same drills as the not equal to. That will be this one right here, greater than right there. However, you're going to need this apostrophe, like so. Now close everything up and then use the ampersand and select this one, which is going to be our value for today. Close it up and select condenser. So we have 3 count of amount going to 550 and up, or greater than 550. For example, if I lower this down to 520, click on enter, that count will go up. If I lower this one, for example, to 300, I think everything will go up right here. So we have 19 that is greater than 300. Now what if I add this one to 800? That would be 0. Meaning, there is no value here that is greater than 800. Let me just put this back right here to 500. Perfect. Also, just an additional for this one, if you want to add that equal to, greater than equal to right here, you can do so. So everything that is equal to 500 or 550 rather, will be counted in here. Greater than or equal to. Easy as that, right? Now let's talk about this one. What are the count that are not blank basically, or blank? So for the country that are not blank right here are here. However, how many that are blank? So there are 2 right here. So for example, let me just remove one more. That count will go up. So this is the formula right there. Let me just do this one all together. So COUNTIFs for you guys, that will be closing the range right there. And the ranges for today would be of course the countries. Select the comma, or as I call it, Excel separator. And how can we determine the blank formula? That is easy. Use 2 apostrophe right there, close the formula, click on enter, and you'll be good to go. So if I delete, so for some countries right here, that count will go up. Same drill guys. This is now count not blank, and that is the formula right there, including the shirt is white. Now let's try the one that says count not blank. Basically for this one, let me just remove everything first. So that would be COUNTIFs. Quotation mark or parenthesis. Choose the date ranges for the country. Comma, and then for this one, rather than using the double apostrophe, that will be the less than greater than symbol. Close the formula. So we have the one that are not blank are 13. If I fill this one right here, that will be 14 now, and increasing the count black right there, or decreasing rather. And basically that is the inverse of the first one. Now for some reason, if you're asking me how come I'm not using the count if only without the s, because this is perfect, we only have one date range. I'm using this one as, for example, you have a manager, a boss saying that I want the data that has a country with the shirt white. So how to do that one? Basically, Excel separator, choosing this one again. We're just gonna add another formula. And then once that's done, choose the one that says shirt white. And basically close the formula, click on enter. So we have 5 country that are not blank with the shirt white. That is basically the power of COUNTIFs. So I suggest always use the COUNTIFs function, or COUNTIFs. Now for this example, let's talk about dates. Let me just zoom it in a little bit. Perfect. So we have this one, count the orders of dates between 1st of Feb until 28th of Feb. So this is going to be another Excel function of COUNTIFs, like this one right here. Select the date range, and basically Excel separator, select this one. But the problem with this one is, if I click on answer right now, it will look for an exact match of 1st of February, which is the one we don't have right now. So let me just fix that formula for you guys. We're looking for dates that are greater than 1st of Feb. So to use a greater than symbol, that will be an apostrophe, the ampersand right there, and then let's add the Excel separator. Choose this date one more time, and then the ampersand, or sorry about that, the comma or the Excel separator. For this one, we're using less than symbol, the ampersand, and then selecting the 28th of Feb. Close the formula, click on enter. So we have 7 counts that are greater than Feb 1st and lesser than Feb 28th on this data sheet right here. Easy as that. Now for the next example, actually this is going to be our last. We're counting with text now. Earlier were numbers, next is dates, and the last one right here is going to be text. So let me just delete this formula right here. So you can first pause the video if you want, but I'm going to delete this one so we can start from scratch. So with this one's asking us to look for a shirt, or the number, or the count rather, where it begins with the shirt formula. So with this one we have a lot here. So with this one, let's select the COUNTIF function, close the parentheses, select the data range right here, Excel separator, and select this one. Now my question is this going to be enough? Normally it will be enough if we have an exact match of shirt. So we're going to use a wildcard here. So with the formula right there, add this one right here, this symbol. I think this is a apostrophe or a star rather. Click on enter. So everything that has the shirt in it will follow this one. Now let's add this one. Looking for the color blue. However, it needs to be under February. So to start with this one, that would be COUNTIF function again. Always choose the one with the S. First criteria would be the product column. And now by default or by normal practice, we're looking for a blue, so we're selecting this one. However, it's gonna look now for an exact match that only has blue. Because this one we have shirt blue, the blue is on the last part. This one, blue hoodie, is on the first part. So how are we gonna use this one? So if you don't want to edit the blue word right there, you can do so on your formula. But be mindful that you need to use the apostrophe. And then activate it with the N symbol or ampersand. Same drill, so we're looking also for a blue after. That would be the apostrophe again. And now we're looking for the second criteria, which is the month. This is pretty basic because I know you know this right now. COUNTIF by date, that will be that one right there. Close the formula, and we'll be good to go. So anything that has blue in it under the month of Feb will be around 3. So if I select this one, for example, let's go for, I'm looking about April. I have 2 counts right there. Pretty awesome, right? And basically that's it. If you have any questions, please write them down below in the description. And I thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.